Welcome to the ultimate Julius Caesar quiz. Today, we're diving into the life of one of Rome's greatest figures, Julius Caesar. From his rise to power to his legendary conquests, how well do you know this iconic leader? Let's see if you have what it takes to conquer the challenge. In which year was Julius Caesar born? The correct answer is 100 BC. Julius Caesar was born on July 12, 100 BC. What was the name of Julius Caesar's father? The correct answer is Gaius Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar's father was Gaius Julius Caesar, sharing the same name as his son. Which prominent Roman general and statesman was Julius Caesar related to through his aunt Julia? The correct answer is Marius. Julius Caesar was related to the prominent general and statesman Gaius Marius through his aunt Julia. Who was Julius Caesar's first wife, whom he married around 84 BC? The correct answer is Cornelia. Julius Caesar's first wife was Cornelia. Cornelia was the daughter of Lucius Cornelius Cinna, a prominent Roman politician who was an ally of Gaius Marius. Who was the leader of Rome and the Optimates when Julius Caesar married Cornelia in 84 BC? The correct answer is Sulla. Lucius Cornelius Sulla, the leader of Rome and the Optimates, was in power when Julius Caesar married Cornelia in 84 BC. Julius Caesar's marriage to Cornelia and his family ties through his aunt linked him to which Roman political faction? The correct answer is Populares. Caesar's marriage to Cornelia, the daughter of a Populares leader, and his connection to Gaius Marius through his aunt, firmly aligned him with the Populares faction. In 82 BC, after defeating his enemies in the Civil War, what title did Sulla assume? The correct answer is dictator. Sulla was appointed dictator in 82 BC, a position that gave him absolute power to implement reforms and restore the Senate's authority. What political action did Julius Caesar take in response to Sulla's demand in 81 BC that he divorce Cornelia? The correct answer is he refused to divorce her, risking his life and career. Caesar chose loyalty to his wife, Cornelia, and refused to divorce her, despite Sulla's threat of death, a bold move that helped shape his future defiance of the ruling elite. How did Julius Caesar eventually secure his safety from Sulla's wrath? The correct answer is by joining the military. Julius Caesar secured his safety by joining the military, thereby earning recognition and protection through his service. During his early military career, 81 to 80 BC, Caesar was awarded the civic crown for saving the life of a fellow soldier. In which battle did this occur? The correct answer is Siege of Mytilene. Julius Caesar was awarded the civic crown, Corona Civica, for his bravery during the Siege of Mytilene on the Greek island of Lesbos in 81 BC. After returning to Rome in 78 BC following Sulla's death, which career did Julius Caesar pursue? The correct answer is advocate. Caesar returned to Rome and took up a career as an advocate, where he gained recognition for his exceptional oratory skills and prosecutions of corrupt former governors. What happened to Julius Caesar when he sailed to Rhodes to improve his oratory skills? The correct answer is he was captured by pirates. When Julius Caesar sailed to Rhodes to receive training from the famous rhetorician Apollonius Molon, he was captured by pirates. The pirates held him for ransom, demanding 20 talents of silver, but Caesar insisted they ask for 50 talents instead. After being ransomed from the pirates, what action did Caesar take against his captors? The correct answer is captured and crucified them. After his associates paid the ransom, Caesar was freed. He quickly assembled a small fleet, returned to the pirates' hideout, captured them, and had them crucified. After ending his career as an advocate, what political office did Julius Caesar hold in 69 BC? The correct answer is quaestor. After his career as an advocate, Julius Caesar was elected as a quaestor in 69 BC. The role of quaestor involved financial administration and oversight, marking his entry into Roman politics. After the death of Cornelia in 68 BC, whom did Julius Caesar marry? The correct answer is Pompeia. After the death of Cornelia in 68 BC, Julius Caesar married Pompeia in 67 BC. She was the granddaughter of Sulla. Which prestigious religious office was Julius Caesar elected to in 63 BC? The correct answer is Pontifex Maximus. In 63 BC, Julius Caesar was elected to the prestigious office of Pontifex Maximus, the chief priest of the Roman state religion. Around 63 BC, Caesar started an affair with Servilia, an influential Roman noblewoman. Who was her son? The correct answer is Brutus. Around 63 BC, Caesar started an affair with Servilia Capiones, a prominent Roman noblewoman. This relationship lasted for several years. Servilia was the mother of Marcus Junius Brutus. Why did Julius Caesar divorce Pompeia in 62 BC? The correct answer is a scandal during the Bona Dea festival. Julius Caesar divorced Pompeia in 62 BC after a scandal during the Bona Dea festival, where Publius Clodius Pulcher was caught disguised as a woman at the event. Caesar famously stated, "My wife ought not even to be under suspicion." Who stood bail for the debt-ridden Julius Caesar, seeing potential in his political and military ambitions? The correct answer is Crassus. Marcus Licinius Crassus, the richest man in Rome at that time, stood bail for the debt-ridden Julius Caesar, recognizing his potential and aiming to benefit from Caesar's rise to prominence. In which Roman province did Julius Caesar serve as governor in 61 BC? The correct answer is Hispania Ulterior. Julius Caesar served as governor of the Roman province of Hispania Ulterior in 61 BC, where he built his military reputation and laid the groundwork for his future campaigns. Which military unit did Julius Caesar create during his governorship in Hispania Ulterior? The correct answer is Legio X Equestris. During his time in Hispania Ulterior, Caesar created the Legio X Equestris, a highly effective military unit that would accompany him in many of his future campaigns. How did Julius Caesar's time as governor in Hispania Ulterior affect his financial situation? The correct answer is it improved his finances significantly. Julius Caesar's time as governor in Hispania Ulterior improved his finances significantly, as he acquired wealth through successful military campaigns and administrative reforms. Who were the members of the first triumvirate along with Julius Caesar? The correct answer is Pompey and Crassus. The first triumvirate was formed by Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus in 60 BC, creating a powerful political alliance to control Roman politics. Which position did Julius Caesar secure in 59 BC, following the formation of the first triumvirate? The correct answer is consul. Following the formation of the first triumvirate in 60 BC, Julius Caesar was elected consul in 59 BC, consolidating his power and influence in Rome. Whom did Pompey marry in 59 BC, solidifying his political alliance with Julius Caesar? The correct answer is Julia. In 59 BC, Pompey married Julia, the daughter of Julius Caesar, solidifying their political alliance and strengthening the bonds between them. Which provinces was Julius Caesar appointed to by the Senate after his year as consul in 59 BC? The correct answer is Cisalpine Gaul, Transalpine Gaul, and Illyricum. After his year as consul in 59 BC, Julius Caesar was appointed to the provinces of Cisalpine Gaul, Transalpine Gaul, and Illyricum by the Senate. This appointment gave him command over several legions and the authority to wage war. Which tribe did Caesar defeat in the first major battle of the Gallic Wars, the Battle of Bibracte? The correct answer is Helvetii. The Battle of Bibracte in 58 BC was fought against the Helvetii, a migrating Gallic tribe, marking Caesar's first major victory in Gaul and justifying further Roman intervention. During the Gallic Wars, Julius Caesar fought the Battle of Vosges against which Germanic tribe led by the chieftain Ariovistus. The correct answer is the Suebi. The Suebi, led by their chieftain Ariovistus, were defeated by Julius Caesar at the Battle of Vosges in 58 BCE. This victory forced the Suebi to retreat across the Rhine, securing Caesar's control over Gaul. What tactical maneuver did the Nervii use against Julius Caesar's forces during the Battle of the Sabis? The correct answer is ambushing the Roman legions during river crossing. During the Battle of the Sabis in 57 BC, the Nervii used a tactical maneuver to ambush Julius Caesar's forces as they were crossing the river, initially gaining the upper hand before being ultimately defeated by the Roman legions. In 56 BC, Caesar fought a major naval battle against which Gallic tribe known for their strong fleet and control of Atlantic trade routes. The correct answer is Wainati. In 56 BC in the Battle of Morbihan Gulf, Caesar engaged in a naval battle against the Wainati, a seafaring tribe in Brittany, to end their resistance and secure control over the Atlantic coast. In which year did Julius Caesar conduct his first invasion of Britain? The correct answer is 55 BC. Julius Caesar conducted his first invasion of Britain in 55 BC, where he managed to land on the coast of Kent but faced significant challenges, including bad weather and resistance from the Britons. During Julius Caesar's second invasion of Britain in 54 BC, which British tribal leader led the resistance against the Roman forces? The correct answer is Cassivellaunus. Julius Caesar's second invasion of Britain in 54 BC was met with resistance from the British tribes, led by Cassivellaunus, a powerful chieftain. Despite facing fierce opposition, Caesar managed to secure a temporary victory, extracting tribute and hostages from the Britons before returning to Gaul. who led the revolt against Julius Caesar's forces in Gaul, resulting in the ambush and destruction of the Roman legion at Atwatuca in 54 BC, with significant Roman casualties? The correct answer is Ambiorix. Ambiorix, the leader of the Eburones tribe, led an ambush against Legio 14 Gemina at Atwatuca in 54 BC. The Romans suffered heavy casualties, with around 5,000 Roman soldiers killed. This was one of the worst setbacks for Caesar in the Gallic Wars. Despite the success of Ambiorix, his rebellion was eventually quelled by Caesar's forces. In 53 BC, whose death at the Battle of Carrhae against the Parthian Empire led to the weakening and eventual breakdown of the First Triumvirate? The correct answer is Marcus Licinius Crassus. Crassus's death in 53 BC removed a crucial balance within the triumvirate, leading to rising tensions between Caesar and Pompey. Which Gallic leader unified the tribes against Caesar during the final phase of the Gallic Wars? The correct answer is Vercingetorix. Vercingetorix, a chieftain of the Arverni tribe, united several Gallic tribes in a major revolt against Caesar in 52 BC, leading to intense confrontations. What was the outcome of the Battle of Gergovia in 52 BC? The correct answer is Vercingetorix forced Caesar's army to retreat. The Battle of Gergovia was one of Caesar's few defeats in Gaul. Vercingetorix successfully defended the fortified hill town, forcing Caesar to retreat and boosting Gallic morale in their resistance against Roman conquest. What military tactic did Julius Caesar employ to defeat the Gallic forces at Alesia? The correct answer is building two concentric walls around Alesia. Caesar's forces built two walls, one facing inwards to trap Vercingetorix and one facing outward to defend against Gallic reinforcements, demonstrating exceptional Roman engineering skill. What was the fate of Vercingetorix after the Battle of Alesia in 52 BC? The correct answer is he was captured and later executed in Rome. After the Battle of Alesia in 52 BC, Vercingetorix was captured by Julius Caesar and later executed in Rome in 46 BC, marking the end of major Gallic resistance. According to the ancient historian Plutarch, how many Gauls were killed and enslaved during Julius Caesar's Gallic Wars? The correct answer is 1 million killed, 1 million enslaved. Plutarch claimed that during Julius Caesar's Gallic Wars, around 1 million Gauls were killed and another million were enslaved, highlighting the devastating impact of Caesar's military campaigns in Gaul. However, these figures are considered by many historians to be exaggerated. In which year did the Roman Senate order Julius Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome as a civilian? The correct answer is 50 BC. The Roman Senate, influenced by Pompey and Caesar's political enemies, ordered Julius Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome as a civilian in 50 BC. What river did Julius Caesar famously cross in 49 BC, defying the Roman Senate's orders and igniting a civil war? The correct answer is Rubicon River. When Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon River, he is said to have declared, "Alea iacta est," the die is cast, signaling the irreversible decision and the start of the civil war. After Caesar crossed the Rubicon, what was the initial response of Pompey? The correct answer is he evacuated Rome and moved south with the Senate. Pompey chose to avoid direct confrontation and retreated to regroup in the south, ultimately evacuating to Brundisium. Why did Caesar initially avoid marching directly into Rome after crossing the Rubicon? The correct answer is he aimed to chase Pompey and prevent his escape. Caesar focused on pursuing Pompey south to Brundisium, hoping to prevent him from fleeing Italy. Where did Pompey and the Senate forces attempt to flee to after leaving Rome? The correct answer is Greece. Pompey and his forces aimed to escape to Greece, where he could gather reinforcements from loyal provinces. Before following Pompey to Greece, Caesar conducted a campaign in which region to secure his control over the western provinces? The correct answer is Hispania. Caesar went to Hispania to defeat supporters of Pompey there, securing his position in the western provinces before pursuing Pompey in Greece. Where did Caesar suffer a significant defeat against Pompey in 48 BC, forcing him to retreat temporarily? The correct answer is Battle of Dyrrhachium. The Battle of Dyrrhachium, modern-day Durrës in Albania, resulted in a defeat for Caesar, but it was not a decisive victory for Pompey. What was the consequence of Caesar's victory at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC? The correct answer is Pompey fled to Egypt. As a consequence of Caesar's victory at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC, Pompey fled to Egypt. What did Julius Caesar do immediately after his victory at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC? The correct answer is pursued Pompey to Egypt. Immediately after his victory at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC, Julius Caesar pursued Pompey to Egypt. How did the Egyptians react to Pompey's arrival in Egypt following his defeat at the Battle of Pharsalus? The correct answer is they betrayed and assassinated him. The Egyptians betrayed and assassinated Pompey upon his arrival in Egypt, on the orders of King Ptolemy XIII, who sought to curry favor with Julius Caesar by eliminating his rival. What did Ptolemy XIII present to Julius Caesar upon his arrival in Egypt in 48 BC? The correct answer is Pompey's severed head. Upon Julius Caesar's arrival in Egypt in 48 BC, Ptolemy XIII presented him with Pompey's severed head, hoping to gain Caesar's favor in his war against his sister Cleopatra. But Caesar was deeply saddened as Pompey had once been his ally and rival. What was Caesar's initial role in the conflict between Cleopatra and Ptolemy XIII? The correct answer is he acted as an arbitrator between the two siblings. Caesar chose to mediate in the dispute between Cleopatra and her brother, hoping to establish a stable ally in Egypt. How did Cleopatra first gain Caesar's attention upon his arrival in Alexandria? The correct answer is she had herself smuggled to him in a rolled-up carpet. Cleopatra famously had herself delivered to Caesar wrapped in a carpet, bypassing her brother's forces to meet him privately and secure his support. What major event occurred when Caesar and Cleopatra were besieged in Alexandria? The correct answer is part of the Library of Alexandria was burned. During the siege, Caesar ordered ships in the harbor to be set ablaze to prevent enemy control, and the fire likely spread to parts of the Library of Alexandria, damaging it. How did Caesar ultimately break the siege of Alexandria? The correct answer is reinforcements led by Mithridates of Pergamum arrived. Caesar's ally, Mithridates of Pergamum, arrived with reinforcements by land, allowing Caesar to break out of Alexandria. What was the outcome of the Battle of the Nile in 47 BC? The correct answer is Caesar defeated Ptolemy XIII's forces, and Ptolemy drowned. After Caesar's victory at the Battle of the Nile, Ptolemy XIII attempted to flee and drowned in the river, leaving Cleopatra in control of Egypt. What was the name of Cleopatra and Caesar's son? The correct answer is Ptolemy XV. Cleopatra named her son Ptolemy XV, also known as Caesarion, meaning Little Caesar, promoting him as Caesar's heir in Egypt. Who was Cleopatra's co-ruler after Caesar defeated Ptolemy XIII? The correct answer is her brother Ptolemy XIV. Caesar appointed Cleopatra as queen, ruling alongside her younger brother Ptolemy XIV, whom she later married, as was the Egyptian custom. After leaving Egypt, Caesar immediately campaigned in which region to confront a new threat? The correct answer is Asia Minor. Caesar traveled to Asia Minor to deal with a king who was attempting to reclaim territories while Rome was distracted by civil war. Who did Caesar quickly defeat at the Battle of Zela in Asia Minor in 47 BC? The correct answer is Pharnaces II of Pontus. Caesar quickly defeated Pharnaces at the Battle of Zela and famously summarized the swift victory with the phrase, Veni vidi vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. What major reform did Caesar implement in 47 BC during his time as dictator? The correct answer is expanded the Senate by adding his supporters. In 47 BC, Caesar increased the Senate's size to 900 members, filling it with his allies to secure loyalty. Which key battle in 46 BC saw Caesar defeat the remaining Optimates led by Metellus Scipio and King Juba I? The correct answer is Battle of Thapsus. The Battle of Thapsus in North Africa was a decisive victory for Caesar over the Optimates. What action did Cato the Younger take after Caesar's victory at Thapsus? The correct answer is he committed suicide. Rather than surrender to Caesar, Cato chose to commit suicide in Utica, symbolizing the end of staunch Republican resistance against Caesar. Which calendar reform did Caesar introduce in 45 BC that became the basis of the modern calendar? The correct answer is Julian calendar. Caesar introduced the Julian calendar, a more accurate solar calendar that became the basis for the modern calendar used today. In February 44 BC, Julius Caesar was granted a title that gave him absolute power over Rome and stirred fears of him becoming a king. What was this title? The correct answer is Dictator Perpetuo, dictator for life. Caesar was appointed dictator for life by the Senate, a title that stirred controversy and fear that he intended to become a king, which contributed to his eventual assassination. What controversial gesture did Caesar make that increased suspicions that he wanted to be king? The correct answer is he accepted a golden crown from Mark Antony at the Lupercalia festival. At the Lupercalia, Mark Antony offered Caesar a crown, but Caesar's acceptance raised suspicions that he wanted to be king. Who were two of the main leaders in the conspiracy to assassinate Caesar? The correct answer is Cassius and Brutus. Senators Gaius Cassius and Marcus Junius Brutus, both former allies, led the conspiracy against Caesar. On what date was Julius Caesar assassinated? The correct answer is March 15, 44 BC. Caesar was assassinated on the Ides of March, March 15, 44 BC. Where did Caesar's assassination take place? The correct answer is the Theatre of Pompeii. The assassination did not take place in the Roman Senate House as often depicted, because the Senate was temporarily meeting in the Curia of Pompeii, a building attached to the Theatre of Pompeii, due to ongoing renovations in the traditional Senate House. After Julius Caesar's assassination, who was revealed to be his adopted heir in his will? The correct answer is Octavian. Following Caesar's assassination on March 15, 44 BC, his will revealed that he had posthumously adopted Gaius Octavius, later known as Octavian, as his heir. This unexpected inheritance set Octavian on a path to becoming Rome's first emperor, later taking the title Augustus. What was one of the immediate consequences in Rome following Caesar's assassination? The correct answer is a power struggle broke out, leading to civil war. Caesar's assassination led to a power struggle and eventually another civil war, as different factions vied for control of Rome. Post your score in the comments. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.